Hey, so today I'm going to talk about how I deal with negative comments on YouTube, because yes, I do get them. But I don't let that get me down, okay? And so this video was actually inspired by Michelle, because during a live stream that I did recently, I said, anybody have any questions? And she said, I want how to deal with negative comments and not cry, LOL. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's totally relatable. So in this video, I'm sharing my top 3 tips to handle negative comments on YouTube, okay? And I am streaming this live, so if there's anybody here, you can ask me questions at the end if you want to. All right, I've got a slideshow. Ready? Well, not really, it's just a Google Doc, but here we go. All right, my number 1 tip is to create before you consume. So this is a rule that I have for myself. This means don't check comments, analytics, email. Don't watch other people's videos. Don't listen to the news, like all that kind of stuff. This is like my number 1 rule as a creator on YouTube. And when I create other content, is just like, I always create before I consume. And so not only was this video inspired by Michelle's comment asking how to deal with negative comments without crying, but also because this morning I broke my own rule and I opened up my YouTube studio, and the first thing I saw was that there was a negative comment on one of my videos, like I think a short that I posted today. And I don't even remember what it said, but I immediately, it's like, when you get a comment, it doesn't even have to be like super negative or like super hate. It could just be kind of like, it just rubs you the wrong way and it kind of feels like a punch to the gut. That's what this comment was. And it was something like, you shouldn't blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it was just that feeling of like, what? Like, why are you telling me how to live my life of what I should and shouldn't do? Like, it triggered like a yucky feeling in me. And I was like, I don't need to feel like this. And then I was like, oh my God, I totally just broke my number 1 rule, which is to create before you consume. Okay. So that just proves my point. Like, that just sent me in this like downward spiral where I like totally was overthinking my video for today, because on Mondays and Tuesdays are typically like my content creation days. And so, yeah, I was just like, it just sent me down this downward spiral. And I was like, I need to talk about this today. This is the video I need to make, because I literally just broke my own rule and I know how it's affecting me. So anyways, don't check your comments, analytics, email before creating. This will protect your energy, focus, and your confidence. Okay. This is just from my own experience. Hi, Matt. Nice to see you. Woohoo. Matt's here. All right. So yeah, it's just about, like listening to your own voice before you let other people's thoughts and opinions into your world, because from my own experience, it just can be really like sabotaging and totally derail you. At least that happens to me. All right. Tip number 2 is to curate your community. Okay. So I believe like community is so important. And that's one of my favorite things about building my channel on YouTube. Like, for example, Matt is here watching this live stream. He's been to like every single one of my live streams, and I really appreciate that. And I like, that's just awesome. Like, it's so much fun, right? So to me, it's like one strike and you're out. Like, I don't need to defend myself. Like, for example, the person who wrote, you shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. Like, I literally can't even remember what they said, because I immediately was like, nope, you are not qualified to tell me what I should or shouldn't be doing. Okay. And okay, disclaimer, it's not to say that I cannot take constructive criticism. I can. Okay. It was the way the person kind of like threw it at me. It was like a really nasty comment. Okay. So there's a difference. So what you can do, and this is what I did, is you can hide user from channel. It's like you just click on the 3 little dots of their comment, and then there's an option, hide user from channel. And what that does, if you don't know, it makes them essentially like invisible on your channel. So you won't be able to see their comments anymore. It's essentially like they are just talking into the void. They can continue watching your videos. They can continue commenting. They can do whatever nasty stuff they want, but they are just literally shouting into the void. You won't see it. Other people reading the comment section on your video, they won't see it either. Like they literally become invisible on your channel. And so this has been like a key, like just tool that I keep in my YouTube tool belt, is that anytime I just get one of those people who like just shakes me to my core and makes me question my self-worth and all that kind of stuff, even though it's short-lived. Like I'm a human being, you know, it's like when somebody stabs you with a knife, like you feel it, you know? So this is what I do. I just hide the user from the channel. I let them be a keyboard warrior in their own life. And they don't know that they're hidden on my channel. Okay. And here's the final thing I'll say about that. You don't owe access to people who don't respect your space. Like your channel is your world. It's your space. And that goes back to curating your community. Like it's your world, you know, you're brave enough to be showing up on YouTube in the first place. So like, I kind of think of it as like my house. It's like, I'm hosting a dinner party. Okay. And if there's going to be like somebody just misbehaving and being like a not nice person, like you're not invited, leave. Okay. So that's what it's like. I just want cool people who are nice and, you know, good vibes only. All right. Let's turn, Matt's making some comments here. Let me turn the comments on. You guys should be able to see them. All right. Let me pull one up. Oh, there, now in the corner, you can see it. Okay. Matt says, yeah, the bad ones can suck you in. I'm having to learn to avoid them, but it's not easy. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I wanted to make this video today, because it's like, I consider myself to be really good at like, I'm not afraid to be on camera. I'm not afraid to put myself out there. I'm not afraid to post videos. Like, yeah, I'm just not, but I still feel like I'm a human being. I still feel the negative effects of like somebody throwing poop in my face. Okay. And I'm able to bounce back really quickly, but I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, like, you know, if it even takes me 5 or 10 minutes to like bounce back, what about the person who is terrified? Like they're starting their YouTube channel. They're terrified to film themselves on camera. They're terrified to like post their videos. What's going to happen when they get a negative comment? They're going to crumble. You know what I mean? Luke is here. Good to see you too, Luke. All right. So yeah, Matt says they hurt even when they're harmless. I hear you. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Matt. It's like, again, the comment that sparked this morning was like, not even, it was nasty, but it wasn't like a super, super hateful comment. It just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was like, okay, if this person said this to me, like in real life, I would just walk away from them, you know? So that's what I did by hiding the user from the channel. All right. Then my third tip is to expect the spill. Okay. Now I really like this analogy. So it's kind of like, you know, don't cry over spilled milk. So I'm reading this book, and I was just reading this morning. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff with Your Family. I've already read the regular Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, but this is like the With Your Family edition. It's really good. So yeah. So right here, chapter 15 was expect it to spill. And it's just about that analogy. Like don't be so uptight. Like, expect that, like, if you have little kids in the house, for example, like, they're gonna spill stuff. There's gonna be food on the floor. Just expect it. And that's totally relatable because I'm a mom of a 5-year-old. Like, her spills don't bother me. Like, if something falls on the floor, I just laugh about it, and it's like, no big deal. We'll clean that up, and yeah, I love that. I was like reading this book this morning and it just said at the end, watch what happens when you expect something to spill. I bet you'll find yourself far more relaxed the next time it occurs. And so applying that to YouTube, like, here's the point. Negative comments are part of the game. So, like, don't take it personally. Expect it. Okay? Like, if you're just getting started, like, if you haven't even posted your first video yet, but you know that you want to get started, just know you will get negative comments. Like, you will. Nobody is exempt from them. I even remember Luke, if you're still here, I remember he had asked me a question in one of the comments on my videos, like, you get negative comments, Brooke? Like, I could tell he was surprised. And I was like, yeah, I actually do. Like, they're very few and far between. I'd say it's literally like less than 1% of the time the comments are negative, but I still do get them because I put myself out there online. So yeah. Let's see. I want to pull up another comment. Matt said the cool group. Yeah, exactly. Just invite cool people into your world. All right, back to the spilled milk analogy. So now here's something, and I don't know where I learned this statistic, but it was from a valuable or a credible resource, I should say. Less than 4% of people on YouTube are creators. So that means like more than 96% of the people who have YouTube accounts they're all consumers. So when you are a creator on YouTube, you are like in this super, super tiny percentage of people that are actually brave enough to be putting themselves out there. Okay. And so just remember that, like, I remember this. I thought of this immediately when I got that comment this morning. And something else I've noticed too is that, like, the people who are going to throw hate comments at you, they're not doing the thing you're doing. Okay. And this has been true for every single person. Let's see. Matt says, in my case, 99% never even watched the video because they would have seen the answer 2 minutes in. Yeah, exactly. So when I'll just do a quick little check. Usually the negative comment is from somebody who doesn't even have their face like on their profile picture. It's a picture of something completely else, or just like the letter of their first name or whatever. And then they're not a creator. Like, there's no videos. They don't have a channel. They're not creating. So it's like, this is the thing. Anybody who is actually putting themselves out there on YouTube knows how hard it is. Okay. Like, it's like, we're all in a club. We know the struggle. Like, there's so many skills you have to learn. You have to be brave. You have to be able to deal with stuff like this, which is like so ridiculous. Okay. And I don't think there's a single person creating content on YouTube that would go and like crap on somebody else's channel. Like, would you? No, I would never go and like write a negative comment on somebody's video, because even if the video sucks, well, that's fine. I can make the choice to not watch it. I don't have to be like, you suck. Your hair is ugly. Why don't you wear makeup? Like, why would I do that? I wouldn't. Okay. So that's the thing. Like, the people who are doing that, attacking you online, like, they're not doing what you're doing. So it's not a valid opinion, basically. Yeah. And so just to tie up the milk analogy, like spilled milk, it's just not worth losing your peace over it. Simple as that. So that is my presentation today for you guys with my cool Google Doc. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or want to chat about it, let me know. Let me catch up on the comments here. Let's see. So yeah, Matt said most of the people that post negative comments will never come back or see a response anyhow. So move on. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you just don't need to deal with that. And you know what? Going back to my first tip, to create before you consume, like, I really made the mistake of looking at my YouTube studio. Like, I read a comment. It's like I opened it up and it's the first thing that I saw was this new comment that was just nasty. And it like had this domino effect where I like spiraled and like went down this. First of all, I had like the reaction of like, oh, like that one hurt, you know, and then going through the thing of like hiding the user from the channel. And then I like had to calm myself down and tell myself that I like that it's not true. The person's not a credible resource to be taking advice from. I don't need to listen to them. I had to like mentally coach myself and deal with the emotions. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous. If I would have just not broken my own rule for myself and just made my video this morning before I opened YouTube Studio, I could have avoided that like whole entire thing. And then that actually led me to going down this like rabbit hole of, then I was overthinking what video I wanted to make today. Then, because I had a different plan. And then I was like, I actually want to make this video about the negative comment thing, since Michelle had asked, you know, like I said, during a recent live stream that I did. And so that was in the back of my mind. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to make this video today. And so then I was like driving home and I was brainstorming like the layout of the video, the title, the thumbnail, all the stuff, how I was going to film it. Cause I wasn't planning to do this live. I was planning to do this. I was planning to make like a recorded video, like a regular YouTube video, not a live stream. And then I wasted like nearly 2 hours way overthinking like the whole production of this. And because that comment threw me off my normal like vibe, I just ended up going down this whole spiral of like wasting time. So yeah. And then I was like, well, now I need to make this video, and just to make it easier for myself, because I'm on a time crunch today, I have to go pick up my daughter in just a few minutes. I'm like, forget it. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole of trying to have like the perfect background and think of, because I really wanted to make this like a edited video. I was going to have like different scenes and like overlays and like all this stuff. And I was like, that's going to take me forever and I don't have time to do it today. So let me just go live and talk about it. And so that's why I whipped up these Google Doc slides or a Google Doc document, whatever. So yeah, I think that's it. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat or in the comments below if you're catching the replay. Matt says, no matter how much you are loved, haters are going to hate. Yep. That's the bottom line. It's like, just, right? Expect the spill. Tip number 3, expect it. Negative comments are part of the game. So just don't take it personally. So that's it. If you want more advice on getting started with YouTube, growing your channel, how to be confident, I've got different videos about that. I have a whole entire playlist. So actually, I'll link that next. And we will catch you next time. Thank you for being here. Bye.